Hey guys, welcome to The Bite. My name is Jackie. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a pot de creme recipe using some bittersweet chocolate and Arabic coffee. A pot de creme is like a French pudding and it's very thick and rich and decadent, and the flavors of the chocolate and the Arabic coffee just go seamlessly together. I have a cookie recipe combining these two flavors and it is out of this world. The thickener for this and what makes it a pot de creme is that there's no flour, there's no cornstarch. The thickener is really the heavy cream and the egg yolks. And I'll show you along the way how each of these ingredients are implemented. But Arabic coffee is very distinct because, like espresso, it's finely ground and it really enhances the flavor of the chocolate. But we add cardamom to our coffee and it gives it that flavor that is just unmistakable, and you can't really replace it with anything else. So that flavor works really well in here. There are very few ingredients and this comes together seamlessly. So let me show you what you're gonna need. So I have here some bittersweet chocolate chips. I prefer to use bittersweet because I think semi-sweet is a little bit too sweet for this. So if you can get your hands on this, I would recommend it. I have heavy cream and milk, some egg yolks, sugar and salt, and the Arabic coffee, and also a little bit of vanilla. If you don't have Arabic coffee, you can use espresso and then just add a little hint of cardamom, maybe like 1/8 of a teaspoon or so, or to your taste, even 1/4 teaspoon. For the egg yolks, so if I can, I prefer to use a whole egg, just because I feel like it's an extra step, but it's necessary and it won't work as well with a whole egg. So I recommend you use the egg yolks because it'll thicken up properly. You're going to need a saucepan to put all the ingredients in and to heat up the milk and the heavy cream. And then we're going to pour in those ingredients into the chocolate, which will then become this rich and luscious, just deliciousness that we'll pour into individual bowls. This needs to set in the fridge at least 6 hours. I prefer overnight. I think the texture becomes a lot richer that way and kind of like more dense and just solidifies better. So I recommend do it the night before that you want to serve it, and then serve it the day after. So let's head to the stove and start making it.
The first thing you want to do is mix the sugar and the salt with the egg yolks. In a medium pot on medium heat, add the milk and the heavy cream and bring it to a simmer. Stir it periodically so the bottom does not scald. Once the milk and the heavy cream are warmed through, take a ladle full and add it directly into the egg yolks. You don't want the milk to be boiling at this point because the eggs will curdle, but you're going to add that right back into the milk and heavy cream, and this is just going to temper the eggs. At this point, you just want to make sure that the mixture does not come to a boil. So lower the heat if you have to and stir it until it becomes thick, kind of like this. I then turn the heat off and remove it from the stove top so that I can add in the coffee and the vanilla extract, and I stir them together just so that they're well incorporated. I ended up switching to a whisk just because I feel like it combined the coffee a little bit better. It's important to have a metal sieve ready, and that's just going to collect any possible curdled eggs from the liquid mixture. Then you're going to take, this was difficult to do with one hand, I did the best I could, but you take a spatula and push the liquid out, being careful not to push through any curdled pieces. Then you mix it all together till it looks like this. I pour the pot de creme into individual ramekins, and I filled up about 3. Once I fill them up to my desired amount, I cover them with plastic wrap, and you want to make sure that the plastic is touching the pot de creme. That prevents any skin from forming on top. After the pot de creme has chilled in the fridge overnight and you're just about ready to eat it, go ahead and make a whipped cream. So I start by adding heavy cream and some vanilla extract, and I whip it together. Then 1 tablespoon at a time, I add some powdered sugar until I get a desired consistency. I like it to be soft peaks just like this. I add it straight on top of my pot de creme. I top it with some cocoa powder and some fresh raspberries for a nice Valentine's Day look. Look at this. I'm ready. This is like the thing that I go to steakhouses for. Like, this is what I wait for. I'm doing this with one hand, but this is what I wait for when I go to steakhouses. Really get that hint of coffee. And if you don't have Arabic coffee, like I said, you can use espresso and add a little bit of cardamom. If you don't want to add coffee, you can still add a little hint of cardamom, and it really brings out that chocolate flavor and adds a nice little hint of something as well. I love this, and I hope you give it a try. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed and you want more modern Middle Eastern twists on classic American desserts and using Middle Eastern ingredients in fun ways, because I love doing this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time on The Bite.